So basically, I'm extremely intelligent because I just recorded this entire video, and then upon going to edit, realized that I had recorded the entirety of it with the audio of the baby cam that we use for the toddler when he takes a nap. The whole time that I'm talking, you can hear a very large noise machine. So here we go again. Have you ever seen those videos where they basically, a group of friends will do a PowerPoint night on various topics? I thought we could do one parasocially. Obviously, we'll be discussing book topics and bookish things, but as I am a very passionate person who loves media all around, I thought we could also dive into some of those topics as well. I've created a PowerPoint. These are a few of my favorite things, so let's get after it. My favorite standalone series. We have Turtles All the Way Down. Next, we have To Kill a Mockingbird, a classic. I've read this several times, and every time it gets me so good. And I guess the only thing I have to say is if you haven't read it, you really should. Third, The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. More people are aware of her from her Magnolia Park series. I've read those two, really like them, but this book just spoke to me on a level that quite literally no other book has before. This is my all-time favorite standalone book. Something that I've found very interesting is that this book does seem to be quite polarizing. Some people really love it and it spoke to them as it did to me. Other people really do not like it. And I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it is kind of interesting. Next up, we have my top 3 favorite series of all time, which are Harry Potter, duh, Hunger Games, also duh, kind of, and Throne of Glass. Next, let's talk about the goated book characters that I cannot get enough of, that I'm obsessed with. I've divided it into my favorite female and male characters. I don't know why everything ended up being in threes, at least to this point. That wasn't by design, but here we are. Aelin Galathynius. This is my favorite female and just character, period. I think that the way that Sarah J. Maas wrote Aelin is flawless, is perfect. And I'm just so obsessed with her whole character arc and watching from where she starts to where the series ends. It's just ingenious to me and I love her. I also, of course, really love Katniss. Always have, always will, ever since the books came out when I was a tween until now as an adult. I think it's so fascinating how Katniss serves as the representation of every male main character in action and adventure movies prior to this series, and how Peeta basically is the opposite of that, where he plays the stereotypical role of every female in an action and adventure story prior to Hunger Games. So clever to me. And lastly, Poppy from People We Meet on Vacation. I am Poppy. Moving on to the males. Severus Snape. I think for the rest of my life, no matter what, till the day I die, I will sob when watching or reading where Severus dies. It is just the sweetest, most perfect demonstration of unconditional love that there is. I cannot be convinced otherwise. We also have Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. If you've read this book, you obviously understand he's wonderful in every way. Growing up, I always felt like Atticus was similar in a lot of ways to my dad. And I think that's also why I have a soft spot for Atticus. Not only is he just such an outstanding character, especially for that time, willingness to stand up for what he believes, but also he's just such a caring and devoted and loving father. You see him make mistakes as a dad and a person, but you always know that he's really trying, and to me that's the life goal, my book boyfriend, my favorite of all time, book man. And listen, we all know the Empyrean series not looking amazing right now. I will not and have never claimed that Onyx Storm is anything more than a 3-star, if that. Obviously not the greatest series of all time. However, Xaden does something to me that I cannot describe. And lastly, our wholesome, beautiful boy, Peeta Mellark. On to TV shows and movies. These 2 shows have been my ride or die for many years, and I rewatch them all the time. We have Jane the Virgin and Stranger Things. And listen, I know everyone didn't love and wasn't impressed with the ending of Stranger Things. I liked it. Sorry. Actually, not sorry. Now I have my culminated list of top 10 movies. This is something that I have created and will alter as needed every once in a while. And so this is pretty locked in and solid as my top 10 movies. I hate that it keeps... In spot number 10, we've got How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Number 9, Phantom of the Opera. We have Lady Bird, While You Were Sleeping. Good Will Hunting, Barbie, Challengers, and our top 3 spots, we have Pride and Prejudice, Little Women, and my favorite movie, has been my favorite movie for over a decade, La La Land. I'm also a huge music person, so some of my top artists, we have Charlie Puth, Sabrina Carpenter, Lizzie McAlpine, Ariana Grande, Morgan Wallen, and 5 Seconds of Summer. These are the songs that just live rent-free in my head. Most of them have done so for many years. Also, my screen keeps like dimming, and I do not know why, and it's pissing me off. Ugh. Anyways, I can listen to and have listened to all of these songs thousands of times, and they never get old. They speak to my soul. I'm obsessed with them. Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, Walls by Jonas Brothers, Angels Like You, Miley Cyrus, The Great Divide, Noah Kahan, Things Fall Apart, and Bad Omens by Five Sauce. The best bevs and the best food. First and foremost, Oreos. Second, Oreos. And have I made it clear? Oreos. I also really love pizza, specifically the margarita variety. Add a little ham maybe, a little pesto drizzle. Oh, so good. I love a white monster, a pink monster, the strawberry dream, I think. I love a blue raspberry. Oh my gosh, I'm so over this. It will never stop dimming. Blue raspberry Alani. Sweet potato fries. There's this thing my mom always made growing up called ham and cheese braid. It's freaking yum and delicious. And lastly, hobbies that I love. Ultimately, I love to do anything and everything with my friends. I'm a huge quality time person. I just love to be doing anything with the people that I love, anything outdoors. During the winter, skiing forever and always. During the summer, best time of ever, swimming, hiking, running, all the things. My favorite hikes that I've ever done are Angel's Landing and Mount Temp. So if you're ever in Utah, you should definitely do both of those. They're so good. I love to travel. Disneyland is basically a hobby. And that is all. I hope you enjoyed our little PowerPoint discussion today. And I'll see you in the next one.